The film centers around Teddy Pietrzykowski, a celebrated Polish boxing champion, now confined in the newly established Auschwitz concentration camp. In the opening scene, Teddy stands in line, reflecting with closed eyes on his past spent training in boxing in his backyard. His life took a drastic turn when German soldiers forcefully took him from his home to this camp. Within the camp's confines, Teddy and the other prisoners endure horrific treatment, forced into grueling labor throughout the day. They lack proper sleeping quarters, cramped into a single room. Their sustenance barely sustains them, receiving only meager, watery soup insufficient for their demanding work. Consequently, the prisoners fall ill with deadly diseases, succumbing to their conditions one after another, regardless of age, even teenagers like Yannick, a bullied 15-year-old. Amid a workday, an elderly man gathers fellow prisoners, sharing his escape plan. Tragically, a guard overhears and fatally strikes the elderly man with a heavy rod, extinguishing any hope of escape. This terrifying incident rattles everyone present, yet sadly, it seems they've grown accustomed to such inhumane acts. Later that day, Yannick approaches Teddy, recognizing him as Warsaw's top boxer. The young boy, an avid fan of Teddy's boxing, reminisces about watching his matches on television. However, Teddy warns Yannick against revealing their identities. Individuality holds no value in this heartless concentration camp. The following day, Teddy is assigned to work at a German general's residence. Seizing an opportunity, he secretly pockets some apples. Later, he shares one with Yannick, who selflessly gives it to an elderly man. Witnessing this kindness, Teddy passes another apple to Yannick, urging him to keep it. Suddenly, German soldiers burst in, aware of the stolen apples, and apprehend Teddy, Yannick, and the old man. They're taken to an execution site where the soldiers cruelly punish those who defy orders. Initially, the old man is ordered to balance an apple on his head. Shockingly, instead of aiming at the apple, the soldier fatally shoots the old man. Next, Teddy is instructed to place an apple on his head, but he refuses and eats it defiantly. Surprisingly, Teddy's courage impresses the soldiers, sparing his life. However, they seize Yannick, subjecting him to brutal punishment before Teddy's helpless eyes. Our protagonist is deeply pained by his situation, feeling utterly helpless. That night, Teddy, consumed by guilt, regrets involving a young boy in their plight, which keeps him awake. Meanwhile, a harrowing scene unfolds as a large group of individuals, including children, are herded into a gas chamber. A soldier callously pours lethal gas inside, extinguishing the lives within. With each passing day, the prisoners' conditions worsen. They're forced into grueling labor before dawn, with even less food. One day, a soldier cruelly tosses a piece of food onto the ground, sparking a desperate struggle among the starving prisoners to claim it. Enjoying the chaos, the soldier devises a new game, ordering two prisoners to compete in a contest of slapping, promising extra food for the winner. Teddy, drawing upon his skills as a boxing champion, joins the contest and easily outmaneuvers his opponents, emerging victorious. Soon after, a German officer, also a boxer, challenges Teddy to a brutal match. Teddy, undeterred, accepts. The officer launches relentless attacks, but our hero deftly evades each blow. When the chance arises, Teddy lands a powerful punch, claiming triumph. Impressed by Teddy's prowess and courage, the German officer admires his skill and rewards him with a substantial piece of bread. Teddy, showing his compassion, shares the food with his fellow prisoners upon returning to them. While everyone savors their meal, Teddy notices Yannick, afflicted by a persistent cough and cold due to inadequate nourishment and rest. Deeply concerned for Yannick's well-being, Teddy approaches the same German officer the next morning, pleading for food and medicine. The officer agrees, but with a condition. Teddy is led to the officer's superiors, and the officer, highlighting Teddy's exceptional boxing skills, proposes organizing a match within the camp. Initially met with skepticism from the superiors, they doubt Teddy's ability to endure in the ring. However, the officer persuades them to give it a chance. The scene shifts to the first boxing match, where Teddy faces a skilled opponent. Cornered in the first round, Teddy mounts a strong comeback in the second, delivering powerful punches that secure his victory. This impresses not only the German superiors but also Rudy, the son of the German general, among the spectators. As a reward, Teddy receives extra food, water, and a promotion to work in the horse stable, ensuring him more food. Later that night, he seeks treatment for his wounds in the camp's infirmary. After completing his treatment, Teddy approaches the nurse, seeking medicine for pneumonia. Unlike the harsh camp guards, the nurse shows kindness and generously provides Teddy with a variety of medications. With these in hand, Teddy heads to the sick ward, witnessing numerous workers in critical condition. He administers pneumonia medicine to Yannick and shares the remaining medications with a healthcare worker present there. Now working at the horse stable, Teddy finds himself with more free time, which he dedicates to practicing boxing. After several weeks, Yannick finally recovers, and Teddy arranges for him to work at the infirmary. There, Yannick meets a girl named Helsia, and the two quickly form a friendship. As time passes, Teddy improves his physical condition due to better food and rest. Yannick's situation also gets better, but the rest of the prisoners continue to suffer immensely. They endure inhumane treatment akin to animals, with people facing cruel executions daily. The sick ward lacks proper medication and care, resulting in numerous deaths. Teddy goes to great lengths to assist his fellow prisoners, winning all his matches, sharing his rewarded food, and clandestinely transporting vital medicines from the infirmary to the sick ward to alleviate their suffering. One day, German soldiers bring a formidable opponent from another prison to challenge Teddy, hoping for a new victor. However, Teddy's exceptional agility and boxing skills prove dominant over the formidable foe, securing him a resounding victory. Teddy, being remarkably kind, receives a larger share of food and graciously shares it with others. In a heartbreaking turn, Rudy falls ill with typhoid and tragically passes away, leaving the general devastated. The next morning, Teddy witnesses lifeless bodies being carried outside, realizing they are the defeated opponents from a boxing match. Overwhelmed by guilt, he vows to stop fighting, but Yannick insists he must continue as the prisoner's only hope. That night, prisoners are ordered into a gas chamber, including Helsia, caught stealing food. A soldier threatens her at gunpoint, but Helsia surprises everyone by seizing the gun and shooting the soldier. In response, soldiers open fire, tragically killing Helsia and other innocent prisoners. Yannick, witnessing the chaos, is devastated by Helsia's loss. Later, the German general, wounded from the incident, discovers Yannick working in the infirmary without permission and cruelly subjects him to torture. Teddy, learning of this, pleads for Yannick's release but is denied by higher-ranking officials. Teddy, determined to free Yannick, proposed a deal. He'd face the top German boxer, Hammerschlag, in exchange for Yannick's release. He set a condition. If the officials rejected the deal, he'd cease all future matches. After deliberation, they agreed, but had a plan to ensure Teddy's defeat. The fight took place in the evening. At the start, Teddy struggled against Hammerschlag's attacks. He was overpowered in the first round but managed to land significant punches in the second. Seeing their boxer in trouble, officials signaled for a break and gave Teddy a mysterious drink. This impaired Teddy's vision and balance. Exploiting this, Hammerschlag knocked him down, and the officials declared their boxer the winner. Afterward, soldiers brought a badly injured Yannick, threatening Teddy to fight the boy or witness Yannick's execution. Hesitant to harm his friend, Teddy's delay led to Yannick's tragic death. Teddy was then tied and left hanging overnight. The next morning, released but ordered back to work, Teddy went to where bodies were cremated, searching for Yannick. Finding only Yannick's toy, he mourned but vowed to defeat Hammerschlag. With newfound determination, he challenged Hammerschlag during a prison fight, surprising everyone. Notably, a warden from another prison recognized Teddy, betting on his victory, displaying confidence in his abilities. During the match, Teddy initially absorbs a relentless barrage of punches from his opponent, purposefully holding back from retaliation. His face becomes smeared with blood, yet he maintains a serene smile. Seizing the perfect opportunity, Teddy counterattacks with precision, delivering a series of powerful punches that send the esteemed German boxer crashing to the canvas, securing an ultimate victory. The captive audience of prisoners erupts in thunderous cheers, heralding Teddy as the triumphant champion of Auschwitz. Witnessing his remarkable skill, the warden from another prison is awestruck and swiftly approaches the general, requesting Teddy's transfer to their facility. Consequently, Teddy finds himself liberated from Auschwitz the very next day, whisked away to the new prison.